Ever wondered how to handle those tough moments with your partner without resorting to arguments or worse, violence? Well, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you how to handle those challenging moments in a relationship without resorting to violence or raised voices. It's a method that might just change the way you approach conflicts with your partner. You see, many of us have been conditioned to believe that punishing someone, especially in a relationship, involves physical or verbal aggression. But what if I told you there's another way? It all starts with understanding that resorting to violence or aggression not only damages the relationship, but also perpetuates a cycle of hurt and resentment. Think about it. When tensions rise, it's easy to lash out, to let emotions take control. But what if we approached conflict resolution with empathy and compassion instead? So if you're ready to explore a new perspective on relationship dynamics and discover how a simple shift in approach can lead to profound changes, stick around. You won't want to miss what's coming up. Get ready to rethink the way you handle conflict and nurture your connections. Let's dive in. Now here's the truth. Some women only realize their mistakes when faced with consequences. However, resorting to punishment, especially physical violence, isn't the solution. Many men misunderstand this. They believe that to discipline a nagging or troublesome woman, they must resort to violence. This is incorrect. Regardless of her behavior, resorting to physical harm is unjustified. She isn't your child or your sibling, and you have no right to. It's crucial for men to understand that the moment they lay a hand on a woman, regardless of her actions, they become the perpetrator of domestic violence. Even if she has behaved poorly, resorting to physical force puts you in the wrong side of the argument. Some women may indeed cause trouble, but the instant violence is used, the focus shifts entirely. Her actions are forgotten, and you're labeled as an abuser. She may even take legal action against you, and rightfully so. There's no excuse for resorting to violence. By doing so, you not only become the antagonist, but also overshadow any wrongdoing she may have committed. You become the villain, and she the victim, regardless of the reality of the situation. There are constructive ways to punish a woman without resorting to violence, and the last one on this list is even the most effective one. So make sure you watch this video to the end to know about it. Now, the first way to punish a nagging wife or woman without being guilty is to withdraw your attention. One aspect that deeply affects any woman, and it would certainly pain me too, is when her partner withdraws attention. Women, by nature, crave attention and acknowledgement. When we put effort into our appearance, we desire our partners to notice and appreciate us with words like, "Wow, you look amazing," or "You're stunning, darling." We long for our partners to be attentive and comforting when we're feeling low or bored. Despite any facade of toughness, women, like men, have vulnerabilities. If you wish to penalize a woman for causing hurt or disrespect, withdrawing attention can be a potent method. Ignoring her completely, regardless of her appearance or actions, can feel like a profound rejection. In a way, you're rendering her invisible. Even if she tries to provoke a reaction, by shouting or acting out, maintaining your silence can be devastating for her. Some women may resort to more aggressive tactics when they sense indifference, but remaining steadfast in your silence can speak volumes. Even if she acts unfazed, deep down, she's likely feeling the impact. It's a form of psychological torture, denying her the validation and connection she craves. If you truly want to make her feel the weight of her actions, don't leave the house for her. In fact, staying within the same space but refusing to engage emotionally can be incredibly effective. For instance, if you're both at home, eating separately without acknowledging her efforts can convey a clear message. This gesture can be particularly powerful if she cares deeply about your opinion and connection. Now, here is a quick. The goal here isn't necessarily to break up with her, but to make her understand the gravity of her behavior. By withholding attention, you're prompting her to reflect on her actions and hopefully come to her senses. It's about setting boundaries and reestablishing balance in the relationship. Another tactic involves feigning ignorance when she speaks, making her repeat herself multiple times before acknowledging her words. This repetitive act underscores the discomfort of being ignored. making her yearn for your attention and validation. In essence, nothing cuts deeper for a woman than being ignored by her partner. It can evoke a sense of longing and desperation, ultimately prompting her to seek reconciliation and connection. 2. Stop caring for her. Cease demonstrating care. Typically, as a man, you exhibit care for your partner. However, there comes a point where you halt this care. It's only through this cessation that the value of the care you had been providing becomes apparent. Some women exhibit ingratitude. Despite your efforts on their behalf, they fail to appreciate them. Yet, when you discontinue those efforts, they recognize the significance of what you are doing. Therefore, if you perceive that your partner isn't sufficiently appreciative of your assistance and efforts over time, consider discontinuing those efforts. Often, the true worth of your actions isn't realized until you cease them. Temporarily withhold your gestures, allowing her to long for what you've done. Sometimes you might choose to seclude yourself within a room while at home. There's no need to lock the door. If she enters, refrain from speaking or acknowledging her presence. Pretend she's invisible. You know women are very dramatic. But despite any dramatic displays she might make, resist engaging with her theatrics. Some may attempt to seduce you, hoping to provoke a reaction. If you fall for that, well, you just sold your birthright. Falling for such tactics compromises your dignity and need for respect. Even if she displays allurement, maintain your composure as if you don't notice. If it becomes overwhelming, consider leaving the house. Withdraw the care you were providing to make her happy, which she failed to value. Eventually, she'll come to appreciate its significance. As humans, we often fail to grasp the importance of something until it's absent or threatened. Continuously having something blinds us to its value. However, once it's removed, we realize its worth. Allow her to miss you. She'll recognize the aspects she took for granted. By withholding the care you used to give her, you're inflicting a more profound sense of pain than physical violence. Beating doesn't instigate growth in a mature woman. It merely perpetuates conflict. The world will condemn you as a perpetrator of domestic violence, potentially leading to legal repercussions. Instead, feign her non-existence until she offers a genuine apology. Only then should you consider reconciliation. 3. Redirect your affections. If you aim to intensify her discomfort, consider taking numerous calls while you're at home. Hey, are you trying to drive her crazy? Let her understand that she's not the sole focus of your attention. I'm not suggesting you engage in flirtatious conversations, as that would clearly indicate cheating. No, but maintain ambiguity about the identities of the individuals you're conversing with. Keep yourself occupied with calls. Ensure you're engrossed in conversation with others, laughing and chatting away, while remaining distant with her. This deliberate disregard will sting her, as you're intentionally ignoring her. Now, if you frown and refrain from laughing with others, it won't have the same impact. Why? Because it affects others. You can laugh with guests, friends, or even her friends who visit. If you're married, extend your warmth to her friends but withhold it from her. When you're jovial and engaged with everyone else but silent and distant with her, it will hurt her more than if you were to ignore everyone. Not everyone has wronged you, and that won't affect her. Many men mishandle this by resorting to silent treatment with their wives, thinking it will inflict pain. They wear a frown face, shun conversations with friends, inadvertently highlighting her significance. This is counterproductive. Therefore, one effective method to make her feel the discomfort is to engage in lighthearted banter, share smiles, and hold discussions with others. You can even step out and enjoy lively conversations with neighbors. Let her overhear your laughter, your animated discussions. Show her that you're joyful and engaged with others. But when you're around her, adopt this approach serves as a means to discipline women who resist change, who disrupt your peace, who fail to acknowledge your affection. And thank you for tuning in. If you found this content helpful, please subscribe for more insights. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and share this video with your friends. Until next time, take care and stay blessed.